infancy of their career.
Well, that is all for term number 3. We are set up for a pulsating final quarter here from the Gold Coast. Bit of push and shove after the event as well. There's plenty of feeling in this. Kangaroos have come up with 7 goals, their highest scoring third quarter this season, and they lead it by 11.
Hello, ready to go. Gonna
looking for Lee Brown once more, has 2 to beat. Running onto the ball, here's Matt Campbell, and he's got the job done. The Kangaroos are running right on the Gold Coast. Looking for Lee Brown once more, has 2 to beat. Running onto the ball, here's Matt Campbell, and he's got the job done. The Kangaroos are running right on the Gold Coast. Well, a match of fluctuating fortunes here on the Gold Coast with 1 quarter to play. The Kangaroos lead it by 11 points. Barnstorming third term there, but they kicked 7 goals to 2. And while Carlton came from behind at three-quarter time 10 weeks ago to beat the Kangaroos here in the semi-final of the NAB Cup, in terms of premiership matches, Carlton have not won a game when they've trailed at three-quarter time since round 6, 2005. So they have the job ahead of them. And the Kangaroos looking to make it an auspicious night for their captain Adam Simpson in his 250th appearance. They were really tough at the ball there. Interestingly, Adam Simpson had them all arm in arm as they came out after half-time, was talking them up. And they did a great job there in the third term. As we go down to Lee Colbert, who's standing by with the Kangaroos assistant, and a former premiership winner, Darren Crocker.
Darren, great third quarter. The boys really showed something then.
Yeah, mate, look, we addressed things at half-time. We weren't winning the contested footy. The clearances were down, so we just need to start getting our hands on the footy a little bit more, getting it into our forwards, and that quarter, our crumbing forwards came into the game. Matty Campbell, Lindsay Thomas, and we started to get some ground-level goals.
And you were pretty animated three-quarter time, Croc. You had a bit to say to the backs.
Well, mate, the only memorable milestones are the ones you win. So for Simo 250 games, just encourage the boys to get over the line for him.
Thanks, mate. All the best.
No problems, mate.
Darren Crocker there with a former teammate, and the coach Dean Laidley trying to get his team across the line here for their 5th straight win. They won their first 5 games of 2005, and this is an important one. Foreign territory in the sense that they came into this match as favourites, were expected to win. And what a season it could have been if they were able, in those earlier matches, really should have defeated Collingwood in round 1. Or a kick away from Port Adelaide deep in the 4th quarter there in Adelaide, and lost to Hawthorn by 21 points after they led at half-time as well. They've had a good season, but they need to finish the job here against Carlton.
They certainly do, and as for Carlton, well, what can they pull out in the last quarter, because they really struggled to pose any sort of attacking threat in that 3rd quarter. Fev's not quite right. He took a couple of strong marks, which was tremendous, but whether he can get on his bike and actually go on the long lead remains to be seen. They've got to identify some avenues to go outside of Brendan Favola taking a contested mark. And the other thing they've got to do is they've got to win some of the contested balls, some of the clearances around the ground. The Kangaroos have got on top in the clearances, and if Carlton don't get some good quick ball forward, it's hard to see them getting back into this, Lynchy.
Yes, that's right. So the clearances have gone back the way of the Kangaroos, and the Kangaroos in that 3rd quarter cleared their centre-half forward position, pushed all their forwards deep, so there was plenty of room to run in through to the forward 50 and get shots on goals. They found effective forwards in Edwards, Campbell, Thomas, Grant and Brown been able to take decent marks and crumb on the ground. So important start to this quarter for the Blues. They've got to do exactly what the Kangaroos do and threw everything at it at the start of the quarter.
Eddie Betts with the tracksuit on, so I wouldn't be holding too many hopes of him having any sort of impact, if at all, getting back out on the ground for the Blues.
Favola injured at the moment as well, but on the field, they're the only 2 players who have kicked more than 10 goals for Carlton this season. So the job ahead of the Blues, but they came from 8 points down. Got the job done earlier this season as we get back underway in the final quarter.